I could make that work.
How about this?
They had Leshrac versus Zeus, Quap versus Lion, Invoker versus Shadow Fiend.
Those three are pretty good.
Okay, alright.
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 My veto.
Where is Dragon?
Alright, Ted gave me his veto. Alright.
And it's a coin flip if we both vetoed the same one.
It is a coin flip indeed. You both hate TA and Razor. So I will flip. Heads is Quap versus Puck.
I want an independent observer on this coin flip.
And Tails is the other, obviously. And then we just flip. There we go. And I flip Tails. It's gonna be Death Prophet versus Windrunner.
Let's do it.
Alright.
We'll also coin flip by who's who, I guess.
Well, we played 2 games.
Oh yeah, right. We played 2 games, right?
So
okay.
It doesn't really matter who's who first.
That is true.
Yeah.
Then the third one would be Shadow Fiend versus Shadow Fiend, I guess.
Canuck, you can pick whichever one you want to play first. I'll play the other.
Alright, I'll do DP first.
Let's do it.
Also, what was the? Oh yeah. What server? What server are you? Is US East your server?
Yes.
Okay.
How do we deal with runes? Do runes spawn in 1v1 mid?
In the 1v1 mid mode, there is no bounty rune at minute 0, but runes spawn like normal afterwards.
Okay, and it's the 2 runes.
Do we go with the full rules? Because bottle and rules are allowed, but using courier, to refill bottles not allowed. So no courier.
Oh yeah.
No
So
bats.
those are the other rules from Fistful of Tangoes. Is
What is it?
Bottle and rules are allowed, but no bottle crowing. Soul Ring
Really?
is not allowed.
No
First player to
bottle
2
crowing,
kills or first player to
soul
2
ring.
towers wins.
you're allowed to get a bottle and you're allowed to pick up runes, but you're not allowed to bottle crow.
Yeah.
And then Soul Ring's not allowed, and
Okay. I'm good with that. You
I
might have
think-
to yell at me if I start bottle crowing though, because it's like force of habit.
well,
What's the penalty if you do a thing that you're not supposed to do?
You lose.
Lose hard.
So like if I'm sending a bottle back on a courier, you can call me on it and I'll stop it.
Yeah.
That kind of thing. Alright, you ready to go?
Yes. Oh yeah. So the other thing was like official rules are first to 2 kills or first to 2 towers, but
Yeah.
in the 1v1 game mode, it stops after 1 tower. So we can just go with that. I don't think either of us are gonna. Oh,
Spectators, what the fuck?
this is a pretty tower centric matchup, I guess. Oh, well. Let's fucking do it.
Whew.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, Chicago Ted versus Captain Canuck.
Oh god.
Also known
so should we
as-
like not be in the same channel as D-Drop?
I don't know. You guys want to banter between each other or not?
Cat, stupid fucking motherfucker, get off the desk.
You can still hang around on the same channel, like, unless you guys want to focus.
I said
but
I was
I
taking
guess-
DP first,
yeah.
right?
I guess Ted went to the other channel already.
Yo, just pick DP and enter battle.
Alright. So Canuck, if you want, we can also leave the channel so you can focus.
Oh, sure.
Alright, okay. They just left.
Or are they
Okay.
gonna...
It's just us now. It's just us.
Alright.
Yeah, 1v1 mids. The Knucklehead versus the Philly Tom. He's known by some people. Chicago Ted rocking that brand new Windrunner set. Not brand new, here with the Battle Pass, obviously.
AKA the Natalie Dormer Windrunner set.
Absolutely, I still have no idea who that is, but I do believe in your judgment.
She's an absolutely gorgeous actress, and the references to her in Hunger Games where she has a half-shaved head.
Oh yeah.
Also, let's have a look at this Death Prophet. Also fancy schmancy. Nice little set on there as well.
Yeah.
Alright,
With
who
that model
wins?
as well.
Who wins the very early on Battle of the Cosmetics?
I want to say the DP. The model is kind of scary, but then again, it's kind of fits in with the theme, with like the green legs and everything, and floating.
Yeah, I gotta say, I gotta give the edge to the Death Prophet one.
Yeah. Windrunner, yeah, it's an interesting set, but I don't know. I'm not sure if this hairstyle really fits the Windrunner persona as much as the DP fits with hair cosmetics. But yeah. The battle begins. Both players looking to block the creep cams, looking to block the waves, I should say. See whether both of them actually make it work. Canuck with a nice little swirly, but he misses one of them, which is quite annoying for him. Chicago Ted only now starting to miss one. Both of them will be melee creeps, so ideally, if you want to let someone through, it would be the range creep. So if it dies first, then the wave naturally pushes. This with the other range creep adding the extra DPS. As it stands, both blocks kind of balance each other out. I gotta take a look at these item builds as well. Null Talisman for DP. Chicago Ted did not opt to go for that. Instead, getting some regional Tangoes, plus 2 sets of verifiers, which Canuck also had.
And the Mantle of Intelligence.
Yep.
What's he going with there?
I think he might be still looking for a Null Talisman at some point. But the difference is that he had to go for these Tangoes. He doesn't have a spell like Canuck has with the
he doesn't have this whole siphon.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
That is really useful just for just trading harassment. So Ted, I think, just has to stay at range, try spam with power shot a little bit more, and then just try and out CS as hard as it is with the extremely good base damage on DP actually.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so far 6-0 on Canuck, 2-2 on Chicago Ted. Bottle is allowed, so both players will probably be looking at that now. And I mind South being ferried out first for Canuck, so in case Ted goes for some heavy harassment, in case he manages to land a power shot or two, Canuck has that to fall back on.
I'd certainly expect a bottle to be coming out for Canuck, given how mana dependent DP is after the switch from her E formerly being a mana reduction and now being a soul siphon instead.
Yep.
Or spirit siphon, sorry.
That is true. I mean, yeah, especially if you want to start using high levels of the grid swarm.
Mm-hmm.
That scales very heavily in terms of mana, at least for this kind of a lane setup.
It does indeed.
You think Canuck will put a point into silence, just to try and maybe try and secure one of these kills? Just try and prevent Ted from getting anything off? Like this, for example, right? He just went for the Windrunner as this kind of safety mechanism. It's kind of a hard point to justify, though, if you compare that to the nukage potential and sustain potential between the Spirit Siphon and Grid Swarm.
And that's a bottle coming out for Canuck.
Yep.
And a bottle already there for Ted.
Better timing on him here. So he only went for the Mantle of Intelligence straight into the bottle Null Talisman, plus the 2 verifiers, obviously very much more of the initial starting goal. Despite all the CS disadvantage, Canuck didn't actually manage to get the bottle earlier. It's on the way out now, but with the rune being secured for Ted, might actually find a kill. One verifier being used. Canuck almost dropping that app, and now a little bit of counter harassment there for Ted as he tanks a couple of tower shots. Got a bottle shot just now.
Were our viewers present when you explained the win conditions?
There should be. There's no one watching right now, so if anyone watches the VOD, it should all be in there, so hey. Win conditions, 2 kills or 1 tower in this particular game mode. Fairly straightforward. No soul ring, no bottle crowing. So both of these players have got Ted 20 life points. Gonna need to ferry himself out some extra region, or maybe looking for the bot or for the rune snipe. Canuck just one step ahead of him. He's gonna have to give this one up. What's it gonna be? Arcane rune, super useful here for Death Prophet. And Ted forced to go to the bottom rune. It's much further away from the mid lane. But it's gonna be a bounty. It's gonna help offset the disadvantage that he's getting here. On the back of missing all that CS and all that experience as well. Oh, look at this, Ted. He does have one shackle shot available. Might be able to bounce it off something. Actually misses it though. Now has to run away. Canuck looking for the courier. Gets it with one single right click. So no extra supplies coming the way of Chicago Ted anytime soon. Canuck
That's
looking
a-
very strong
that's
here.
an
Fairy
even
Fire is
more
being
powerful
used.
than
Canuck
the-
dropping
oh my
low.
god, oh
Straight
my
for
god!
Ted. Who gets the last ranking up? It's Canuck drawing first
with the
blood.
first blood.
Barely. That was so close. Yeah. He did not have much more than one. That's for damn sure. So he has to go back to base.
Look at the
And-
respect between the two of them, though.
Absolutely.
Uh,
Its face boots now done for DP, so Canuck's gonna have some extra. Yeah, the courier was awkward. I guess that's still almost favored for Ted. I mean, he's gonna get something back here.
he died and he lost a good deal of gold, but that's a long time that Canuck has to be at a lane.
Yeah. Ted is already back here with respawn time being that low, so but Canuck with a TP of his own. And the face boots now that Ted is no way even close. Look at the farm disadvantage. Yeah, Canuck just straight up doubles him with that first blood gold. Gas is level 6. Now, slowdown from Spirit Siphon. Windrun will get him away.
It is interesting to see how the offensive or defensive capabilities of their spells are impacting their playstyle. Like, both of them have a reasonably good wave clear in Crypt Swarm versus Power Shot. Both of them have reasonably good harass with, Spirit Siphon to take away health and restore some of your own, and then, Shackle Shot to bind you and to keep you from hitting and to keep your creep wave from pushing quite as much. It's not a mirror matchup, but their spells almost seem to match each other in many ways.
Yeah, you saw it in the last attempt. I mean, if Ted, he came in from the river like he does right now. If he had landed the Shackle Shot then, he could have gotten 1 or 2 extra right clicks off into Canuck, even if it was just level 1 at that point, and that could have made the difference in that fight that ended up ensuing. So, but now Ted, with a very, very lucky rune, has got himself a DD, but Canuck just says, "Hey, I've got my ultimate. I want to push down towers." Ted also already dropping low to a couple of right clicks. Crypt Swarm. Should not be enough to finish him off, especially if it misses, but Canuck pushing very aggressively here. If a Shackle lands, and it does here. No focus fire yet on Ted.
No
Did not have
focus
to
fire
go
yet
for it,
for
but
Ted.
Power Shot might be enough to
that
finish him
Spirit
off
Siphon.
and to go for it. But he does not just. Once again, very close on that
Very
particular
close.
kill, but Canuck getting it just before Ted does. That means 2 kills, a win for Canuck in the first round of this particular matchup.
Which means we now swap.
We do indeed. We are in a new lobby. And this time around, Ted will be the one on the Death Prophet. Ted, welcome back.
Yo.
Ted, Canuck, how are you doing? How are you feeling about that matchup?
Those were both disgustingly close kills.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. I don't know.
I almost feel like if you
I
had...
miscounted on that
yeah.
first one. 1 HP.
That
not
was,
even
yeah,
that.
that was not much more. That was not much more than 1 HP.
Alright. Should hold the same
Yeah.
thing, so let's just go.
All right.
Go on my DP this time.
Yep, you are.
Do it.
Alright, new game, new luck. Players moving through channels. To be able to focus right on this matchup of Century of the Ages. Canuck on the Windrunner once again on die. Goes for the same kind of build up though, so a little bit of a difference already from what Ted ended up going for. Tangoes, just a Fairy Fire. Ted
All right,
now?
we begin as we did last time. The battle of the cosmetics. Ted, I think, is using the exact same cosmetic that Canuck used on his Death Prophet,
Yeah, pretty much.
and I
I think it's
believe
slightly different. But yeah, it's also the natural dormant set, but I believe the other skin, the skin that you get when you ace all of the challenges.
Yep.
Oh, poor cat. Alright, Canuck's gonna take care of the cat. But yeah. I wonder how this one will turn out, because Ted, once again, he sacrificed the Fairy Fires, which would be +4 extra damage, that Canuck went for when he was playing DP. And he went for the Tangoes instead, which for normal games is definitely the way to go. But 1v1 mids, I mean, these kind of things make a world of difference.
They do. You are correct.
Alright. Getting too loud here. There you go. Alright. Do cats normally chase flies, do you know?
I think cats will chase just about anything that looks mildly interesting and possibly edible.
Alright. Well, that's why we all love cats, isn't it?
Sounds about right.
What if this is still a thing? Because there used to be a spot on the Radiant ramp where you could stand to make sure that all the creeps go one way around the tower instead of just kind of splitting out here on both sides. Makes the block much easier. I think Ted is just standing right on there, but nah, he missed it. Not sure if it's still there. At the very least, he's got the range creep going forward now. Where's Canuck? Still trying to go for the block. And
Still hitting the block.
Quite decently, yeah. They should end up on his own high ground at this stage.
Yeah,
Just gotta make sure that you don't overblock here, because if the tower starts hitting the range creep. Instead range creep going down first.
Yeah.
Which will make the wave push, but still, it's nice little start of Canuck being able to do CS very safely. Yeah. But also Ted nicely done with the immediate response, just dragging the creep up a little bit further into the river to make sure they can at least CS something. He misses them all though, 0-0 at this point. He's gonna get a huge creep wave coming his way now. So. Same kind of skill builds here. Ted's still waiting for level 2, obviously, since some of these creeps have yet to die. Canuck, yeah, I think he's just going all in on the fact that this wave is going to push. There's nothing else he can do about it. So what he does is he pushes the wave harder to make sure that the tower starts hitting his creeps. So that the wave pushes then back, and even these extra couple of melee creeps might end up being in range of the tower, but now with the aggro being traded, yeah, it's actually starting to drop very low. Canuck with single level power shot actually hits it. Not quite enough to bring him down. He's gonna shoot through some of the tangos, and Canuck, oh, barely dodging that. He brought himself up out of south. So he's already up back at full health, whereas Ted, he is superior very, very defensively right now.
Mm-hmm.
CS are fairly even though. Just a region disparity that's between these two players. The flip side is Ted, without going for the south, he's gonna have a quicker bottle once again. Gotta find himself a bounty rune to help towards the end as well. Look, taking a slight CS lead. Not insurmountable by any means, but does have another power shot available, but I think he wants to hold on to the mana here for the wind run if necessary. Yeah, with that available, he can play a little bit more aggressively, taking some creep shots here and there. Well worth it overall. That's actually afraid to go in. I mean, throws in a couple of right clicks. Could have potentially gone for his bird side, but he only has the 1 point into it. Second point might have been better here instead of the crypt zone, just because it's much more sustainable in terms of mana. You were talking about that the previous game.
Mm-hmm.
The mana cost in the crypt zone. He lands it, does have the bottle now. Canuck only now having it sent out. Only now getting it. Bottom rune is still there, and that's an arcane. One of the players actually wants to go there before the next rune spawns, and yeah, Canuck doing that right now. And this is going to be super useful. It's going to allow him to spam a couple of more of these power shots, and if he lands those, that might push him over the edge again. Ted just using that time to CS a little bit more, try and catch up. Yes, falling behind, and that deny will not go to Canuck's way, but still. Ted also out of bottled charges is gonna have to go for top rune in a moment's time. Canuck shouldn't really be in a position to beat him there. Yeah, just waiting for some extra experience I think before he goes up there, but yeah. Canuck makes his way straight down towards the bottom moon. He can use his last bottle charge, then he's gonna have full bottle to start with, start this next kind of run of engagements with.
Right.
Where's Ted? Well, he has an Imbus rune now. Maybe he wants to try and make something happen with that. He's waiting on the high ground. If you start with a short-range Spirit Siphon, it's gonna be much harder for Windrunner to actually run away from this and break it quickly, so... Maybe it was Ted is waiting for. I could have gone for the courier snipe as it stands.
Yeah, it would have
He
been.
didn't get it, yeah.
It would have been entertaining.
Yeah.
I don't think it was quite in his playstyle there, but that would have been quite funny if he'd used the Invis rune to go for the courier snipe.
Problem is he was still very low on health points, so it would have been very risky to go for that. Actually, going for the second point to Windrun, that's interesting. Huh. Oh, he did that. Maybe it's just for the extra enemy slow? This doesn't really change the move speed bonus for himself, but it kind of almost doubles, it pretty much doubles the slow percentage on the enemy if you run over him. Which is something that you never really talk about when it comes to Windrunners, but this kind of matchup might make a difference here to just try and run him down, gets that extra right click in that can secure the kill.
Right.
But yeah, face boots in the works, has a couple of 100 gold. Ted is happy he has his own boots. He has disparity, starting to show itself. He about 400 gold extra, 300 gold. Side of Canuck. 400, yeah. Approaching 6-minute marks, so top rune.
Let's go for top rune, and Canuck wants to push, it appears.
Let's have the focus fire. He went for that level 6 as opposed to Ted, who just opted for the extra point in the Chakra Shot, I believe. Was playing it. This focus fire, less for tower pushing here on the Windrunner with this level of farm. It's also just to try and get some extra right clicks in. Would have maybe made the difference here in that last game for Ted if he had that with a DD rune as it stands. Canuck not getting the same luck. Instead he's got Illusion Rune, which is nice, generally. Just help you CS, help you harass a little bit more, but up against that AoE from the Quick Swarm, which is now maxed out, it's not actually doing a whole lot. And now Chicago Ted doing some good amount of harassment here with the Spirit Siphon. Set up all charges though, so all he has really is either an ult or crit swarm and then the Spirit Siphon. Either of which I think is going to be enough to bring down a Windrunner. Or maybe not. He Ted with the right clicks, forcing out the Windrunner. That was very
Windrun
close.
into the salve is just going to be enough. Canuck with some harass of his own, pushing back.
Suppose I've got to add open mic, but hey, whatever. I'm gonna post a VOD of this somewhere, so all that matters. Alright. Canuck's still ahead. He is slowly building his lead with the face boots, gonna make it much easier. He's hitting for 102 damage right now. And Ted, without bottle charges, without any region, he cannot really stand against that. Decide to go for a rune, maybe get lucky. Yeah. Canuck actually confident to play it much more on the limb. He still holds on to these verifiers. Disease essentially. Looks like he will go back to base. That will take up the top rune. I'll see. I think he already got the bottom rune, did he?
I can't hear you from in-game.
Yeah, whatever. In-game. All you in-game people streaming this, you should support my stream, guys. Support my stream. Deja is doing the right thing. She's supporting my stream. Yeah. But yeah, Ted making the most out of the opportunity he's gotten. Canuck making his way back all the way back to base. Got himself a valuable Blightstone and the infused raindrops, so he's going in heavy. He sold one of the verifiers, I believe, to get some extra gold coming his way. But his tower's starting to take some damage. One of the win conditions of this mode is actually taking this tier 1 tower. It's not just 2 kills or the Ancient. This tower would be enough, and that took quite a bit of damage already.
Mm-hmm. No, at a bit of a disadvantage there.
Ted actually out leveling Canuck now as well. It's nice. Wonder when Canuck actually wants to make a move. He does have the 1 point up in the shackle now, maybe just wants to try level a little bit more. So he gets a couple of extra points in the shackle shot, that plus the focus fire, plus a power shot. Might actually turn into a quick kill, especially if he gets some sort of lucky rune. It's definitely setting up for it, but just gotta wonder when he actually wants to pull the trigger. Cargo Ted. Oh, nicely done. Dragging the creep wave here, making it harder to actually go for the push. Shade, this time the illusion in the hands of the DP. It's Ted with the max efficiency and the recharge from him. Does have enough for a couple of spells. Double Null Talisman as well, so 400 mana points to play with, which would be an ult. A couple of nukes. This round definitely dragging on much longer.
For sure, definitely.
Oh, there it is.
Good deal of back and forth.
The thing is, the way I know Ted, he's super in it right now. He is in the zone. He does not want to lose Canuck, that's for sure. So that's why he keeps dodging these shackle shots and now throwing out some counter harassment. Canuck. Well, there's another Spirit Siphon. It's up to level 4. He's plenty of those charges available. Now taking a couple of tower shots. Now another one. Faked out.
He wants it. He's on the fence, but he wants to go in.
There it is. And now extra nuke coming out. Oh! So close. Canuck. The last right click. Not gonna be in the air for long enough.
36 health.
My heart can't take this. Oh, the power shot.
Oh my god.
Ted with the classic no move juke. Now Canucky's out of... Actually, does have enough mana for one more power shot. He might try and go for the snipe if Ted wants to go for a bottom rune, but yeah. Ted knows it too. Does have a salve coming his way. Canuck now forced back to base for sure. This could be another opportunity for Ted. The problem is he does not have enough mana for an actual ult, which is why he also brought himself a Clarity out. And will also get himself another rune. I don't think he'll be able to put on a lot of damage with the Exorcism until Canuck comes back down. Look at this as well, going for the Tomo Knowledge. Canuck valuing his education here. That, well, he's getting close to full mana here. He does have ultimate available whenever he wants to pop it, but as we mentioned, already there. Range creep, make sure not to get shackled, but you can also get shackled to creeps behind you, so he's still sitting here on the side, making sure that there's no real good angle for Canuck and that stuff. Lots of face, so that's not gonna be a Midas.
Oh, please no. Please no.
Would be interesting.
It would make even less sense than usual. And it already makes so little.
It's probably gonna be the bounce jump.
Oh, that's 2 dead creep waves right there.
Yep. Mushroom could be interesting here in this game, just because even if you're just CS, even just play defensively, there's a chance that you proc lightning that'll jump to the enemy, kind of like a Zeus would. So that's just essentially some free damage that you're getting out of this. And plus, it with the focus fire, you can actually get quite a few procs reliably, which is adds up to a lot of extra damage if you actually manage to land a shackle at some point. Somewhere on focus fire used to turn out some counter damage onto the tower. Zone tower is still a little bit lower than Ted's is.
Oh, that's a regen rune bottom. That would be big for whoever goes for it.
Yeah.
should go for it now. Yeah, and that's Ted.
Canuck is going for it. Oh!
Windrun face boots.
He's gonna be a happy
yeah.
camper when he sees this one.
Absolutely. Pops it right away. Can wait a little bit actually, but you should probably get one power shot off. There it is. Try the mana efficient. Not sure if he actually got lasted with that or not, but yeah, he's full health, full mana with Ted. He's still kind of struggling to keep himself afloat. Now the shackle shot, there it is. The Spirit Siphon got off. Keeping Ted alive for the time being a little bit longer. Still has another one. Pops the ultimate. Tries to go for the kill. So close again. But Canuck.
Oh my god. That's 44 seconds of downtime. That's huge.
That is such a long timer.
And that's a very large part because of the rune spawn.
Oh man. Canuck doing it again. He might just be able to finish off the tower.
He doesn't have focus fire though.
Yeah. And the glyph's still available. 20 seconds for Ted to TP in. Should be enough time. But one of Canuck just wants to commit for it. He has 4 seconds of Windrun available. That's pretty slow enough that he knows should be enough to finish him off. So he cannot actually commit for this kill.
He can't commit that hard, no. He wants to, but he can't.
Yeah.
So instead he'll keep that wave pushed back.
So let's be careful the way actually TP's in. Would have been a shackle into free damage here if Canuck wants to go for it. As it
that was a pretty aggressive TP in.
Yeah.
Understandably,
yeah,
though.
Canuck had enough mana for a shackle shot. I mean, even if he didn't land, he could still have Windrun away. As it stands, he's giving over the lane for the time being, making his way back to base. Chicago Ted utilized the ultimate, so this tower wasn't actually all that much threatened. If he had his exorcism available still at level 2,
I don't think Canuck could leave lane if exorcism was available.
He cannot afford to. Not if Ted is there just taking it over. That would have been a dead tower so fast. Sense, yeah. Mithril Hammer in his inventory now, still holding on to the Casual Blight Stone just for the extra minus armor. This tower, well, taking more and more ship damage. Starting to become dangerous here. 340, couple of extra creeps here. Canuck dragging the aggro there. Ted making the cut, just Canuck did in the last game as well. It's threatening
there it
off
is.
The lane. And it's complete mouse.
There's his wave clear though.
It's wave clear and even better kill potential. Next time around, this might not even be that close. Ted, not a good angle here for the shackle shot just yet, but he has to flee. He has to get himself in a bad position. Ted does not what? How does that not land? But still gets killed. Yes, he does again. So close.
So close. I still think a large part of it was that very lucky rune spawn.
Yeah.
Whew, that was filthy.
That rune spawn though.
Which one, the regen?
The regen rune.
Holy
yeah,
shit.
That regen.
That regen rune didn't work for you.
Oh.
So close kills, not once but twice in each game. This is actually crazy. Like,
hey man, it's a game of inches.
yeah. That tower also started to drop very low for you, Canuck, at the end.
Yeah.
Like,
if Ted had one exorcism available, you were out.
Yeah.
That exorcism I thought would have gotten the kill. It was so close.
So close.
Which one were you talking about?
First kill.
One. Because if I had gotten the kill on you, I would have gotten the tier 1v1 would have been
over.
over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was actually, that was the only kill that I wasn't like totally sure I was gonna get. Cause I wasn't sure if his E would outdamage my focus fire, but I think the Orb of Discord was what tipped the scales there.
The what?
The Orb of Discord?
That is
or the Blightstone, what the fuck?
Yeah, no, the Blightstone definitely tipped it there.
So where did we get, playing a bit of Overwatch.
Yeah, I don't know where the fuck, what? I don't know.
Oh.
That was a good one though.
That was some really great matches between both of you.
This concludes the Ultimate Showdown of Ultimate Destiny.